Hi, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I just wanted to hop on here very briefly, actually, to give you a quick update into some really exciting things that have been happening this week, if you are watching me in real time. So first off, how many watched the brilliant documentary Sex, Myths and the Menopause with the amazing Davina McCall, Channel 4 on Wednesday night? If you haven't seen it, I just think you should watch it on catch up. It is great. I mean, I'd seen a little bit of the rough cut before the release, and honestly, it was better than I had hoped for. And there's been so much chat about it. Oh my goodness, social media has just been like taken over if you are watching in that sphere. And certainly Twitter was really busy that night. We got Davina menopause trending and lots of chat. And I think reaching a lot of women who perhaps haven't otherwise heard the good news about reclaiming missing hormones. And I know many of you have been following the little series that I've been doing here on YouTube, all about menopause, interviewing lots of experts. I've obviously had lots of podcasts going for years over on the Earle Wellbeing channel for podcasts. But it's great to bring it a little bit to life here on YouTube as well. So thank you so much for all your comments. Please keep them coming. You can comment below and I will pick them up, and my team as well. And we'll try and put as many links and helpful resources as we can. Those of you who may not know, over on Earle Wellbeing, we have actually got a whole separate section on the website dedicated to menopause. It started when I released my Good Menopause Guide book, which came out, gosh, it must be about 5 years ago now. And since then, I've written 2 more e-guides, which you can also download from the website. So there's Healthy Menopause, and then there's The Truth About HRT. And that was the one really that I wrote because I got so many questions. It's, it's still like the elephant in the room, isn't it? But what about HRT? And isn't it going to give me breast cancer? And I don't think I can take it because I'm too old, or I have migraine, or I've had a history of blood clots, or, all these things that I talk about and more. So if HRT is your bag, or you'd like to know more about it, then please, I popped a link below. It's The Truth About HRT. And the good thing about being a download is it's digital, so you can just download it onto your phone, your laptop, your tablet, whatever, and it's got clickable links in it. So that means that you can click through to things like the NHS NICE guidelines for menopause. There is various charts that you can fill in, symptom trackers. There's links to all the podcasts I've done over the years about menopause. So talking with Dr. Louise Newson, obviously menopause doctor, talking with people like Dr. Rebecca Lewis about menopause and anxiety, talking about menopause and weight gain, talking to professors like Professor Michael Baum about HRT and breast cancer, Mr. Nick Panay talking about hormone replacement in general, testosterone in particular, lots and lots of things. So just to give you the info there, do please go. Lots of resources, lots of free resources as well. So talking about free resources, 2 other things that I wanted just to mention today, because it's really timely, is first of all, there is the free Balance app, and it's the Balance Menopause app. It was created by Dr. Louise Newson and her specialist team at Newson Health, which is a not-for-profit research organisation. And they've put together this amazing app. Great news in that it is now really rocking up the charts on Apple. It was awarded one of the best healthcare apps globally in the Apple App Store, which is just great because it's a free resource. It's available internationally. I know many of you watch me from countries all over the globe, so do please take a look at that. You can download that wherever you are. Lots of resources in there, and also there's a very good symptom tracker. So it's a very good way to start conversations with your doctor if you need to, because it's a very accurate way of tracking symptoms and then accessing the help that you need. There's an online community there. It's a really good platform. So excellent. So congrats to Louise and team for your success with the free Balance app for menopause. And then in other really big news, I told you this was a big menopause week, is tomorrow, if you're watching this in real time, tomorrow, Friday the 14th of May 2021, sees the official launch of the Menopause Charity. And you can find that on themenopausecharity.org. And it's an amazing resource, again, completely free. And I was really pleased and proud to be the first ambassador for the charity. And I'm joined by many, many brilliant, brilliant women, ambassadors and advocates. We've got Lorraine Kelly on there, Davina McCall, obviously, and she has got some more information from her documentary that's up on the website on the homepage. You can also find out about the trustees, about the educational programs, and really brilliantly, they have given a free educational program. It was organised by a company called 14 Fish. Weird name, I know, but it's an organisation that provides accredited healthcare training to the NHS for GPs, for practice nurses, prescribing nurses, and for pharmacists. So it's a recognised, accredited educational platform. And they have put together a course called Confidence in Menopause. So it's really designed for healthcare professionals, front-facing with patients, giving them confidence to help women who come into surgeries with all kinds of different symptoms. Not just the classic night sweats that we know about and hormone changes that create flashes in temper and rage and mood shifts and depression and low mood, but also all sorts of things. Osteoporosis, really important topic to be talking about for bone health, mental health, help with anxiety, weird things that you might not necessarily associate with menopause, like dizziness and tinnitus, vertigo. And this is because of our estrogen receptors in our ears, losing the estrogen from the little cells there. And then, of course, things like joint pain and aches, insomnia, that was a big one for me, insomnia, really itchy skin, you get bladder infections, recurrent UTIs, vaginal atrophy, all sorts of changes all over the body. You name a bit of the body and it's likely to be affected by lowering levels of estrogen. And of course, interesting new research, particularly with brain health, looking at dementia and Alzheimer's especially, and then in today's times looking at the immune system, so looking at things like COVID, long COVID, and how estrogen in the immune system can help. So lots of resources on the menopauscharity.org website. Now, there is going to be some fundraising, so there is a little bit of a call for action here. And I think one of the things to point out here is that the Menopause Charity decided very early on, its trustees met and they decided that they would not take any funding from pharmaceuticals. So the pharmaceutical industry has no funding for this charity. It can't advertise, it can't fund, even with donations. And that's really to help keep the charity really impartial, because obviously a lot of its message is about HRT, is about hormone therapy, because that's the best way to replace hormones, is with hormones. You can't get around that. So it was decided, the trustees took, I think, a very brave and bold decision to not take any funding from pharma. And that obviously has a big impact on how the charity is run and how the charity is funded. So if you are able to donate just a few quid or whatever you can afford, or have a fundraising, it would be really so appreciated, because there's going to be lots of information for healthcare professionals. So it's education, but also research. We also want to be able to create lots of independent research studies and fund so much research, which, frankly, the NHS, Public Health England, all these government bodies should be funding, but aren't, because women's healthcare just seems to be pushed to the bottom of the pile when it comes to research grants. So that is going to be a big part of the charity's remit, is finding finance for funding. So if you can help with that, then that would just be a really great thing. There's also a free newsletter that you can sign up for. So if you want to be kept in the loop, then do sign up for that. But take a look at the website. I think it's really brilliantly designed. It's very user-friendly. There's lots of information. There's going to be lots of forums and support groups that grow from that. So I think globally, obviously you can access it wherever in the world you are and get the good evidence-based information, clinical, clear, impartial, up-to-date, non-biased information, and you can trust it. So a big shout out to everybody who's been involved in getting it ready, getting the website organised, just getting everything there, all the resources, and amazing that they are making this educational programme freely available to every single GP practice in the UK. Yeah, every single one is able to put a practitioner on the course for free. It would normally be £135, but they've donated the course free for every practice. I think there's over 1,300 GP practices in the UK. So can you imagine the benefit to women? The length and breadth of the country. No longer will it be a postcode lottery. No longer will you have to wait to be referred to a non-existent menopause clinic in your area or somebody who specialises in the menopause. This is something that affects all women. Every single woman, if she lives long enough, will have a deficit of estrogen, and our GPs and our practice nurses, our pharmacists, everybody needs to be much more aware of this and much better trained. So big shout out, massive hearts, massive love. I hope that you will follow the Menopause Charity. I hope that you'll support it, both with raising awareness and also financially if you are able to. If you're watching this in real time, do take a listen. Tomorrow I've got a podcast coming up with one of the main educators for the charity, talking about what we can do to better help our GPs so that they help us. So I hope that you will take a listen. In the meantime, lots of links below, as always. Make sure that you're signed up to the Earle Wellbeing newsletter. This comes out each and every Friday. It's completely free again. We don't spam you. We don't sell your data, I promise. It's just a free information resource for the Earle Wellbeing community. And we put lots of links in there to podcasts, to new recipe ideas, to special Liz Loves discount codes and offers and competitions. Don't forget to enter the competition, by the way, to win an LED face mask, the LED near infrared face mask. It's the most powerful on the market in the UK. It would cost nearly £2,000 and we have a free one to give away. So you've got to be in it to win it. So do please enter that competition. You'll find a link over on lizearlewellbeing.com. Thank you very much for all your support for this channel, particularly, and for my team who are just so brilliant at putting up so many resources and links to bits of evidence-based information. I hope that you will like and that you will share, that you'll subscribe to this channel, and thank you for being part of this great community. I'll see you here next time. Bye.